duck tours. Do you guys know duck tours, the quacking stuff? So I got to be in the parade last weekend. You guys see the parade with the Red Sox? I want to talk about that for a little bit because that was pretty fun. It was first of all, to be a parade, it doesn't just like appear. You have to get ready for it. So I had to leave from the garage where we have in Dorchester at 5:30 in the morning to go to Fenway Park with a line of these duck boats, right? Just a line of them. And then we actually had a police escort. I don't know if any of you in here know what it's like to be a badass, but you will when you have a police escort. Just shutting down roads for you. And the thing was, I don't know if it was to keep the parade in line, which seemed like it might have been, but at the same time, we were going through Dorchester. So that might have been it. But I get to the field, and I got to be on the field at Fenway Park, and for me, that is that was cool, because I've been a baseball player my entire life. I grew up as baseball was how I justified my manhood to all the kids in my class, so I could play that. Because most people look to their dad how to be a man, but my dad was a classical bassoon player, which is like the whitest job ever. Let me explain this. Classical music is the only music you dress up to listen to. You don't put on a suit for this open mic. Nobody here has a suit on. But so I get to be on the field, and I got to find out which boat I'm going to be on, which players are going to be on my duck, which players. I had front office staff, so I didn't get any players. I spun the whammy, and you could see during the parade like it's the job of everyone just to cheer. I would wave and people would cheer, like I didn't do anything but sort of sit there, and I got cheered at. And I could see the disappointment as there's like players on a duck in front of me, players on a duck behind me, and everyone's cheering, and then they say, "Oh, front office staff, hey, marketing people." Like my duck was the sweater in a line of awesome Christmas presents. That was what was going on. And did you guys know the story about a Jake Peavy, that he bought a duck? Jake Peavy's a pitcher on the Red Sox. He bought one of the ducks, okay? He bought the duck he was riding on. That's true, but what people don't know, and I know because my friend was riding with him because he works there too, is that Jake Peavy spent that parade discreetly smoking weed on the back of that duck. So basically, Jake Peavy got really fucking stoned and bought a duck. You know what you guys have done with your days. That was Jake Peavy's day. So the parade was awesome, and then the coolest part was when I was in the water, I actually had the World Series trophy, the 2013 World Series trophy on my duck, and I have a picture where I'm holding it. And it's by far the most popular thing I've ever done on Facebook, by a long shot. And I realized, like, what does that say about me as a person? That's, like, as a human being and my accomplishments in this world, that's the coolest day of my life, and it was basking in somebody else's glory. All right, I'm going to play a quick song, all right? I promise. Has anyone been in an airplane before? Yes. Of course. I'm going to play airline humor. Late night, it's a red-hot flight. My pillow ready, gonna try and sleep tight, but there's a small problem between me and sleep. The child next to me in his seat, and his lift-off habits, so do my 9 mirrors. Cause this baby next to me has got his eyes full of tears. Now this baby has been crying for an hour and change. We all want him to be quiet, and I think I know a way. Would someone throw this baby off this plane? You can make another one, all babies are the same. So would someone throw this baby off this plane? Just throw it out the back and we'll all be on our way. I've got 25 bucks and I'll chip in with the cash, cause this baby's making me wish that the plane would crash. So someone do it right and open up the back. I think we're over water, so he'll make a splash. I'd rather watch you make a baby on the plane. You can do it in your seat, and I won't even complain. You can give the brand new baby the same name, and in another year it'll be like nothing's changed. This plane's going 500 miles an hour at a cruising altitude of 31,000 feet. Baby will fall 125 miles an hour. So take 169 seconds to hit the ground, at which point the point will have gone 120,550 feet. Now using the Pythagorean theorem, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. 125,550 squared plus 31,000 squared is a really big number, so we're going to divide that by 5,280 to go from feet to miles, and the square of that new number is about 23.98. So we're going to be 24 miles away when the baby hits the ground. So it's not like the blood will be on our hands. The blood's going to be on someone's house. If you're gonna bring a baby on the plane, you should get him drunk so that he won't complain. That's what my parents did when I was on a plane. And I grew up with a relatively minor damage to my brain. Thank you guys.